Hello, I'm Benny Westside, and welcome to my spoiler talk of the season finale of What If Season 2. What if Strange Supreme intervened? I'll come out straight and say it flat out in the beginning. I didn't like this episode. Uh, I felt pretty disappointed, um, mainly due to the story and a lot of inconsistencies. Uh, Visually, it was a feast. Magnificent visually. There was a lot of great action. Seeing the characters use a lot of the different weapons and tools we've seen throughout the MCU, that was really cool. But there's a point where I think cool stops being enough, and this is it. Um, maybe the last episode was it, and I'm already done with it right now on this one. Um, so I'm gonna give it like a 5 out of 10, mainly because of how beautiful it was. It was visually and the coolness, and we can just get into the story, which I thought was it was really bad for me. The story is this Doctor Strange from last season, which in the episode title they call him Strange Supreme, but I thought it was established that Strange Supreme was the one from Multiverse of Madness who got blasted by Black Bolt. So I don't know what's going on here. And then the title of the episode was misleading. It wasn't that he intervened. He just, was going and like enacting a plan. He wasn't intervening in anything. So Strange Supreme, or Heartless Strange, whatever he is, brings Peggy to his castle. I don't know if it's in a dimension or in a universe, or if it's extra dimensional. But anyway, there's this castle, and he has a bunch of pocket dimensions where he's collected characters that would have otherwise, or what he tells Peggy would have otherwise destroyed their universes, costing thousands or millions, billions of lives, whatever. And then he says, "There's one that I can't get a hold of. Can you go get her?" Again, this is a character that's absorbed many, many demons, and like he's very, very powerful. And the character he wants is Kahori, who is basically just a telekinetic. She is powerful, but like she's more powerful than Captain Carter. Captain Carter is just a superhuman. She's just like, we've established this. She's just a brawler. I don't understand why he would need Captain Carter to go get Kahori. Like, get somebody else. I don't know. Anyway, she sends Captain Carter to go catch Kahori, who we find out is Kahori. Captain Carter goes there. It's Kahori, and like obviously Peggy doesn't know, so she thinks she's a villain. And then Kahori's like, "No, Strange is lying to you. I'm a good guy." And then Peggy believes her, which like, it is the truth, but what's Kahori's credibility? Anyway, so turns out that Strange is collecting heroes, villains, whatever's anything, to feed into a forge so that he can recreate his universe that he broke, or let disappear. What does that even, like, what is a forge? Why does it need characters, or like people, powerful individuals to feed to create a universe? Like, that made no sense to me. So Strange opens a portal, pulls them back together into his castle, and there's like a three-way discussion slash like Kahori is trying to fend off Strange. Then Peggy steps in, of course. Um, but Strange is too powerful, and Peggy realizes that there's a bunch of pocket universes, pocket dimensions around them containing a lot of prisoners who are both evil and good. Like there's different characters there that, you know. And her good idea is to just like break all of them and free all those characters. So there's like a period of time where they're running through this hall or this castle trying to get to the forge, and we see a bunch of variants of characters that we know, all like fighting each other and fighting Strange and fighting Kahori and Carter. Like that was beautiful and cool, but it was just similar to like cameo galore. You know, I don't even know what to say about it. It was I think it was in the vein of No Way Home. They just did it because they thought they could. One character that we had never seen before was this Odin Hulk, I think it was, or Thor plus Odin plus Hulk, something like that, or Hulk with Odin's spear. It was unclear because we briefly see him, but that was a very cool character. I would like to see a story on him. For some reason, this season we've had a lot of Asgard stuff, but I think anytime Thor's been on screen, it really hasn't been effective for me. It's great that Chris Hemsworth is coming back for this, but just because he is doesn't mean they should be including. Like, I don't think he's been valuable to any of the stories. Anyway, so they're like, we're going through a bunch of, you know, variants. At some point we see Zombie Wanda again. That was cool. She's very powerful. It's nice seeing her again. Cool. Then Hela comes in, and Hela and Wanda sort of get at each other. So, evil. It's an evil Hela, not the one from last episode, or the one before. And yeah, Peggy and Kahori are able to slip away. Then they see a Thanos, but then somebody snaps Thanos away, and it turns out it's Infinity Killmonger from last season. I thought we established that Infinity Stones only work in their own dimensions. So either the Thanos' Infinity Stones were useless, and Strange Supreme or Strange Heartless, whoever, has taken residence in the universe that was in the last 2 episodes of last season. That's the only way I would accept that part. If this was that like barren universe that he just lives in now, that's the only way those stones on Killmonger and then eventually Peggy would work. But if it was indeed extra dimensional, then those stones would be useless. Just paperweights, as we found out. So that was weird. Then we finally get to the forge. Peggy has the stones, and has immediate command over all of them. I guess she has become also a higher being by, you know, having a lot of these interdimensional interactions. So I'll accept that. And they're just fighting Strange. Strange is like, no, I need to bring back Christine, whatever. And then he opens portals to all of the variants in his castle, so they would fall into the forge. And there's like, Peggy tries to use the space stone to push them back up, Kahori uses her space stone powers to push them back up. It's like this dance, and like every time Strange does something to stop it, at some point Peggy uses the time stone to freeze it. Whatever. And some of them realize that they're just gonna fall into the forge, and they throw their weapons at Peggy and Kahori so that they can use them. Like Mjolnir, Odin's spear, we see the 10 rings. If you can throw Mjolnir at Peggy's feet, you can throw it at Strange's head, right? Like, why did those people give up? I guess it was supposed to be emotional and swelling, but I didn't feel it. It didn't work for me. Some of them fell into the forge, I think, but some of them, Kahori finally realized that instead of trying to push them back up into the portals, she can portal back to their universes. It took her a while to realize she could do that. Anyway. Then what happens is Kahori and Peggy grab these weapons. Again, they have immediate command over them. Like, Kahori is the master of the 10 rings already. And they try to attack Strange. Again, there's a fight back and forth. Are they going to win? Are they going to lose? And then eventually Strange and Peggy are falling into the forge, and Peggy grabs onto like the ledge, and Strange falls in, and somehow with his like final magic or whatever, like with his sacrifice into the forge, he's able to recreate the universe that he broke. So it only needed one sacrifice. Why did he need all those people? It was all so, I don't know, it didn't make sense to me. Then in the end, they make it seem like Watcher says, Peggy, do you want to go back home? And Peggy's like, sure, but let's do the scenic route. So they're gonna go around and save other universes. I don't think that's the value proposition of a What If show. For me, the What If show is nice because we see the windows into these universes that are, slightly or, vastly different than the main timeline, and we see what those variations, what the implications of those variations are. And then it is nice that they culminate in a story at the end. But if it's just gonna be Peggy going from universe to universe every episode and helping people, then that's just Loki, or it's Legends of Tomorrow. I don't know. I hope that's not what's coming. There's a season 3 teaser out there, and it doesn't show Peggy. I love Captain Carter, but that's not what I want for her. I don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining too much. So maybe I should, end it and save it for the panel. If you don't know, we're going to do a panel. I don't know the date yet, but it's going to be me and a couple friends. We're going to discuss the whole season, maybe touch upon the first season as well. And it's going to be a full-on spoiler talk, and we're going to look at it comprehensively as opposed to what I've been doing right now, episode by episode. So, and maybe by that time, I'll have softened on this one. But, yeah, for now, let me know what you thought. Did you like it? If you liked it, let me know, especially what were the high points for you. Maybe I could see myself being convinced, and I would like that, honestly. I would not have wanted to end this on a sour note because it was going so strong for a while. Yeah, thank you for going on this ride with me. It's been a fun, very fun 9 days, and I hope to see you in the next one.